Also, about the home care. So many agencies that are coming up, things are coming up to close the home care businesses. So we have everything over here. We have immigration problem, and we have all these agendas. I want to read for 2 minutes before I give it to you. So,
Oh, sorry.
let's go for the New York State is facing a growing challenge in providing basic, accessible, high quality healthcare. Then we have many states have implemented collaborative practice policy changes which provide unmatched graduate pathway forward while improving healthcare in the state. Physician trained in the United States have to pass 2 steps of the National Board of Medical Examiner and examination to apply for the residency, and foreign trained physician have to pass 2 steps of the United States. So licensing medical examination to apply for the residency, physician for 3 to 5 years of residency training. All these agendas, a lot of things. The limited farming in New York State only allow unmatched physician to practice under supervision in nursing, and we are requesting permission to utilize New York State as a target by expanding the scope of practice to include community health centers, federally qualified health centers. So
we are losing a lot of health professionals, and we have to expanding one of the law has to be amendment or change so that we are not losing our health professionals to come one state to another state.
yes.
And we will be expanding our health professionals who have a foreign country exam passed. There has to be some kind of legislative bill which is already there. We need to exchange an amendment so that our New York state, those doctors needs to be go another state to do the job. Already you know that we are losing a lot of students, parents because of mental health issue, and we don't have in our state doesn't have enough psychiatric. Mental issue is rising. Already we lost over 100 students, mental affected, and we need to pass this law and bring this legislation on the state level, federal level. I know our Honorable Gillibrand already discussed it before, and she will try hard job to keep our state doctors in our state.
Yes.
This is the one issue. Another issue is Kristin Gillibrand, you know that she's working hard and also in the public school New York State and nationally. And she is trying to hard working to expanding USD parts. And also, we want to make sure that our state White House, that our Ramadan and Eid celebration has to be recognized, and there has to be Rabi Day, one day with South Asian can be united and bringing those issues on the table.
Yes. And we need an advisory council with 2 weeks on the race. Yeah. If you could do that with the South Asian Advisory Council, that would be. So I'd like to call upon the stage our honorable listeners. But before, they're saying that we are losing. Sorry about that. We are losing. Very after the pandemic. So many people have passed away because of the drugs.
Right.
Yeah. So you could also put your concern on that one. People like committing suicide because of the drugs and mental health issues. All these issues in our community rising every day. Thank you so much. One and all, keep it back.
Thank you everyone for coming here. And thank you for all the leaders who were able to give me brief so much to you and your community. I think we have a lot in common and we have a lot of shared goals. The first is healthcare, because after the last 3 years of COVID, most communities in New York State and New York City and in Queens suffered deeply. So we need to have more community health centers. We need more culturally competent doctors who understand the Bangladeshi community, can speak in Bangladeshi language, and can understand religious views and religious priorities. That's why I make halal food so important, because I think religious freedom is very important in the country. So I'm working very hard to get more resources for more community health centers here in Queens. We also want to make sure we have more immigration visas so that we can have more healthcare workers from Bangladesh, from all over the globe, come and locate here to have a pathway to citizenship so that people can apply and have legal status and be part of our healthcare community. We also want to help your businesses thrive. We've had a lot of challenges during COVID. We've had a lot of AAPI hate crimes where the AAPI community has been targeted and terrible things have happened. So we want to make sure that we have more support for our AAPI communities so they aren't harmed because of racism. We also want to make sure that we have resources for economic development so that your businesses can grow. I will work on the parking problem. If you've got a parking problem here in Jackson Heights, we don't work on applying for grant money. We will need an entity to apply for that money, but my office can work with you to apply for that money, the competitive application process. I also am very concerned about mental health. I think for a lot of our children and our younger people, COVID was very difficult. And so we need more mental health professionals in our school, and we need more mental health available to the community overall so people can recover from COVID and recover with the economy and allow it to grow. I also agree with a lot of your priorities with regard to how we can work to make the Bangladeshi community stronger. I would like to take a trip to Bangladesh with my Senate colleagues, and I'll work very hard to schedule that trip in the next year or two to make sure we travel with Bangladesh and see the community there. Yes, I can tell you when I'm there. You can meet me there. Yes. So I am very committed to the Bangladeshi community here in Queens and throughout our state and throughout our country. I appreciate hearing directly from you what are your top priorities and what are the issues that matter most to you. I think it's very important that for me to be a good senator that I hear directly from you. In terms of politics, I think you're quite right that getting our message out is hard to do. A lot of people don't know the big successes we had last year. We got a very significant bipartisan infrastructure bill done. That'll mean investing in infrastructure all across the country, roads, bridges, subways, sewer systems, clean water, clean air. We passed a big law for semiconductor manufacturing and advanced manufacturing. That will create jobs all across New York so that we can compete with China and have the best state-of-the-art manufacturing. We also got our bipartisan gun bill done to make sure gun trafficking is a federal crime, to keep our schools safe, to keep guns out of the hands of criminals. And that bill also had a lot of money for mental health. So there'll be money for schools, specifically for mental health violence disruption programs, for after-school programming, for summer school programming. And we got one Democratic-only bill, which was money for our health care to get our prescription drug prices down, for insulin and the 5 major drugs that people use when they're older. And we got money for energy independence, and to lower the cost. The cost of things has gone up. The cost of food has gone up. The cost of energy has gone up. The cost of housing has gone up. Taxes need to be lowered for middle-class families. And so those are all issues I fight very hard for. So thank you so much. Thank you for telling me your. Thank you so much.